Recently, I've seen so many videos about the exact secret formula on how to, the one-step secret formula on how to get infinite clients, and you just need to do one thing, and all the clients. No one talks about this trick. Believe me, I'm the only person that knows about this trick, and no one else talked about it. Never. Buy my course. And this really made me think about all those secret formula things and about giving the same solution for every person. And I don't think that's how it works. Reflecting on my life, not only on video editing career, on everything that I did, on all the problems that I solved, on my health problems, on my mental problems, on the problems on how to approach the work, how to make enough money, I never had a secret formula that solved all the problems for me. It was more about doing the research, finding the ways, trying them out for yourself, and taking a look on what is working for you. And I want to talk about myself because I like to talk about myself because I'm a narcissistic piece of shit. And just on my example, explain to you why no secret formula will actually work for you, and why you have to take all of those advices with a grain of salt. And I'm not saying that they cannot be helpful. They can be helpful, really. It's all about the expectations. In the context of video editing, let's talk about that, my career and my work. I never could work for someone. The most that I worked at one place with bosses was 6 months. So this is the only job that I want to have. My job should be sitting on the beach and drinking beer. Thank you. I decided that I want to build my life to have the freedom of work from anywhere, whenever I want. So, and looking back on how did I start doing video editing? How did I find my first clients? How did I sustain them? I kind of can call myself a successful video editor. I can earn around 2 to 3K a month when I'm not lazy. I'm living in Ukraine, so it's enough for right now, right here, for my situation. Well, while I cannot travel, this is enough. I'm working with 2 clients for many years already. One of them was my first client that I found on Upwork in the first 2 weeks of applying to jobs. The second one I found a couple of years later. That client found me on Fiverr. That is all. That is everything I have. 2 clients that are giving me 5 videos a month each, and they cost them around $300 for a video. That is my whole freelance YouTube video editing career. And I never did cold outreach. I never did anything like that. So I didn't use the secret formula, but I still could manage to do it. Why that happened? Why those? So there could be a lot of ways that I could this up, because I think I know that what I'm strong is in the communication with clients, is in honesty, and talking to the clients to deliver the best results, and seeing what they really want to see from that video and actually delivering on that. And that was my strong suit, and I managed to work. Every client that I literally work with is the long-term client for me. Sometimes they come and go, but I'm never taking compromises. It's either because of my price or because I don't know, I'm lazy in terms of deadline. I think that I never had an experience that the client was not happy with the work that I did. I'm very self-conscious about this. If someone would say, damn, your work is I would feel really bad. I had my own weird way on achieving these things, if you can call this an achievement, on having an ability to sustain my life from video editing and freelance. So what, should I tell that my way is a secret formula that will solve all your problems and all your issues? Yeah, the secret formula, you should text people on Upwork for a week and then just post some introduction video on Fiverr and never update it in a couple of years, and also leave Fiverr as soon as you can. Just get 1 review, 1 star, and then if the client wants to work with you again, just leave the platform and work with them directly, so you will not pay 20%. A secret formula. So our lives are very different, and there are a lot of things that no one will talk about, and there is no video on YouTube that will tell me how to work on a freelance as a video editor during a wartime when you don't have electricity. Like, I have to figure this out. There is no secret formula to most of the things in your life, to your situation. So it's up to you. You have to be an inventor in some way. You are an inventor of your life. We all have this desire to have this one pill that will fix everything. A lot of times we just take the doctor's word about whatever disease or whatever, anything you have, and we just go with it. We take some pills that give us even more side effects that can impact our health, and then we take more pills to relieve those side effects, and then it's just a vicious cycle until you fucking die. Because of some advices from doctors which gave me omeprazole for my heartburn, which lowers your acid in your stomach and you don't absorb the food and you feel like shit. It's also dopamine blockers or something, so forget about having a good mood for the rest of your life just to fix your heartburn. So what I realized that yes, some of the doctors are actually against me and they don't care about my health, and I have to take this in my hands. So I took it in my hands. I started to research and I started to learn about fasting, about ketogenic diet, about the whole acid thing, about the reasons why this can happen. Started to research, started to test it out, and eventually, with doing intermittent fasting and sometimes long-term fasting and doing low-carb diet, I solved my heartburn issue forever. Sometimes it comes back when I'm eating shit food like pizza, but that's all. I did a research, I found a lot of ways, and then I figured out what works for me. I'm not saying I'm not a doctor. This is not a medical advice. I'm not saying that this will work for you, but I think that it's up to you to figure out what works for you. It's the most important work and the goal of our lifetime, to figure out ourselves what works for us in this life. It's like years and years of testing out, and there is no secret formula for everyone. The point of this video is to tell you that you are kind of special. Not kind of, you are very special, and you have to treat your life like it's an unknown territory. Like, be open-minded to things and figure out what works for you. But you have to test things out. You cannot just sit and wait. The more you try, the more you learn, and the faster you will get to the solution of that specific problem. One of the recent problems that occurred in my life that I tried to solve is figuring out that at the age of 30 I figured out that I had ADHD my whole life. Like, looking back on everything that happened to me, on like why I had problems at school, at the university, why I could not stay at a job like for like more than a couple of months, and understanding, damn, it's not that I'm just lazy. When I decided to learn something like video editing, I actually did this pretty fast and pretty good. So I couldn't understand what was my problem. Now I understood it, and I won't be taking any medications or anything, because first of all, who the wants to take amphetamines? I want to figure out a long-term solution to use this to my advantage. Like, when I have these bursts of creativity, I can create something beautiful, something that I like, and I don't want to let it go. I want to use it. I watched a bunch of videos on ADHD, on medications, on this and that, but it's only up to me to figure out what works for me, to remember when was I most productive, when did I feel good, when did I turn this interest-based brain into a productive machine. I need to figure out how to make myself interested in a thing that I'm doing, and it's only up to me, because I have my interests, I have my life experience. We also do not take into consideration the variable of time, because if you find some secret formula which really works for you and you are happy, but at some point you just stop doing it and you feel ashamed. It worked for me. Why can I just continue doing that? Why it doesn't work for me anymore? What is the problem with me?
So I quit smoking, and right now I'm smoking another cigarette. Me and my life.
The point here is that we should never feel ashamed, because shame is like the straight path into depression. We should never feel ashamed that we burned out from something, from a routine, from like a healthy diet. At some point in life, one thing will work for you, but later it doesn't work. And that's okay. Like, I love sports. I love going to the gym and I love running. And at some point I ran a marathon in like 4 hours. Really loved it. But then I just got so tired from running, so I went into the gym and I was just going to the gym 5 times a week, gaining 7 kilos of muscle like in 6 months. That was good. But then eventually I also got tired from this. I don't give a shit if I will lose all those muscles, because right now I want to run again. So I will be running for half a year and I will not go to the gym. And I don't give a shit, because that's what works for me right now. And if it stops working for me right now, I will just transition to do a different thing. I'm not afraid that I don't have an interest to this particular thing anymore. I will find an interest in something else, and then maybe I will get back to it again. I just stop overthinking on the right protocols, right diet, right exercise routine. If you are doing something and trying out new things, something that feels right for you at this exact moment in time, you are doing great. So stop searching for secret formulas in any domain of your life: work, relationship, health, sports. Learn what you can do, try out those things, and find your own formula. Then you can share that formula, but don't tell that this is a secret formula, that this works for everyone. There will be people that will benefit from your advices, from what you had experienced and shared. There will be people who will have similar problems, similar situations, and you will help them. But portraying everything as a clickbaity secret formula trick that no one talks about, that's not it, chief. And I was not recording for 20 days because I broke my back. Spinal. I'm joking. I was sick for a month with hepatitis A. Fuck this shit. You're yellow and you piss black. But overall, I just focused on work to earn more money, to buy myself a new monitor and RAM. So yeah, I focused on that, and that's okay. That's the whole point. So listen to your gut, do the things that you feel right, and never blame yourself, never feel guilt that you abandon some secret formula or something doesn't work for you. Every time when someone tells you that this is a secret formula, secret trick, and it doesn't work for you, you feel like you're the stupid person here. It's something so good and so amazing and 100% it will work, doesn't work for you, and you feel like you're shit. Don't do that. Stay safe. See you in the next one.